Hey, it's Yolanda at 27 Answers, or author of 27 Answers. And of course, your blogger at Dryerbuzz.com. And this is the first in our series of March Madness that we're going to give you an answer a day to keep the buzz going. I can't remember how I said it. I just typed it, right? So anyway, an answer a day. We're going to give you an answer a day for the next 27 days. This is the first one. Yesterday, we gave you a sneak peek answer. We talked about arrested business face, arrested thought face. We asked, are you approachable? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through these quick videos or quick audios. They're not necessarily videos. We're going to do them in audios because we don't want to procrastinate. We just want to hit that button and go. And I think what I want to do is try and give you these at 3 p.m. We'll figure out a time. I thought it was still noon, but hey, I've been busy. And so in adding this, we're getting ready to spring into business. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the time because really I want to do these in 9 minutes or less. 9 minutes or less. And I love 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. I'm like, I got to have some... I'm just anal in that way. I got to, I have to have a strategy of which I can commit to. And I was like, 27 minutes, we did some YouTube videos that were 27 minutes. And that was kind of long, more on a webinar style. And I don't want this. I want you to be able to come in, get it, take it and implement it, not necessarily feel overwhelmed by what you're hearing or what you need to do or how you need to follow up or choose the outcomes. I'm going to give you something in 9 minutes or less that you can literally go after you hear it, after you've got it, and go and implement it. Now, the picture you're looking at is something that happened this weekend as I was out and about. I did a marathon of events this weekend in my attempt to get back to blogging, to begin again. That's what 2018 is for us. That's the year that we're recording this. And I know sometimes it takes time for things to jump on. Okay, so no matter when you're hearing this, it's still relevant. It's still very good stuff. But if you're listening to it live, if you're catching it on a friend's timeline or somebody has shared it, it's really good information. You can swipe to my profile, learn a little bit more. In these 9 minutes, I don't have time to give you all the history, but this is our 16th anniversary of blogging. And the question I get all the time is about blogging. It's about using social media for business. It's about turning following into customers and finding the customer. So the one answer I want to give you today is push the button. Go live. Go live. It's something I've actually said. I did a countdown almost 8 years ago. What were the top 10 ways technology is changing our ecosystem and our economy. And the number one way was go live. Go live. And there are two types of people right now. There are those who live stream and those who don't. There are those who get in front of the camera and those who don't. There are those who podcast their voices and those who don't. Two types of people use the way in which they're using this technology. There is the consumer and the creative. There is the audience and the person that they are watching. Which are you? If you, at the end of the day, want to have success with the number one and most important analytic that's out there, and those are dollars, meaning that at the end of the day, you go to the bank. At the end of the day, you get a notification while you're sleeping or when you wake up, you've made some money because you have a product out there, meaning that product is either something that you can put in a bag or a box, or that product, and I forgot to hit share, so let me do that. Or, hey, Daniel, or that product, let me see, I want to try, and actually, you know what, I'm on my page, I can't hit share on the page. Or that product is something, that's the best analytic. Likes are good, following is good, but if you're selling something and those followers don't turn into a customer, then you got to figure out what you're doing. So what we're going to give you in 9 minutes on 27 answers to create buzz, and we got about 5 minutes to do this. The one thing you should do is push that button, go live, just like I just did. And what it took for me to do this, have a thought in mind. I had to have the answer in mind, a picture, go on my Facebook, record the audio. When I finish with this audio, I'm going to take it immediately, load it to YouTube. I may even go and stream on a couple other platforms. But at the end of the day, and I did put a link in there. I said, hey, listen, if you want to implement this little strategy I'm about to give you, go and get the book. There's 27 Steps to Create Buzz, 27 Steps to Rock Blogging, 27 Steps to Rock Social Media, depending on where you are. If you've already chosen your hashtag, if you're not, you don't want to start doing any of this stuff without your own hashtag. It's cool to use all these other hashtags out there because that's going to bring you traffic, but you want people to be able to filter out. You know, one thing about social media is you really want to bring people into an intimate space. I've got visibility on every platform that's out there, but talking to my customers of 27 Answers, I came over here into the intimate space where we hang out on 27 Answers page, and I push that button, and we're just simply going to talk about your one answer, the one thing that you should do today. Live stream in an intimate space. You don't have to live stream exactly to the public. You don't have to live stream on your Facebook to your entire Facebook. You can create a list. Let's say, like, I have a list of those I know that are very serious about business. I know that the minute I say something, they're going to come to the table and be ready to implement. When there are posts out there, when I want to post, I just say, I click my list and it goes directly to them. They are the only ones that'll see it, because what'll happen is when you get into a space of having the wrong conversation with the wrong people, you will not get the right outcomes. You'll get a bunch of pushback. You'll get with the naysayers and the doubters. You can't say everything in front of everybody, and that's not something you want to do ever in marketing and in selling. Some people will say, well, wait, Dryerbuzz is over there live on her page. Why not over here? Because this ain't for everybody. So let me check time, because I want to give it to you in 9 minutes or less. Got about 2 minutes to go. So the very answer for you today is to push that button. Do you have to push the button and go public? No. Do you have to push the button and put your friends on? No. Go on your Facebook, look at your timeline. Who's serious about what it is you do, whether it's a hobby, a passion, something you want to do in corporate America, something you want to achieve, maybe something with your church members. However, whomever the audience is, filter it down, talk directly to them where you know that you're going to get the outcome. And when I first published 27 Steps to Create Buzz, I put it out there. I had to put it out there at varying prices just to get my leverage into the platform, going into it as a first-time author. I needed to get my credibility up really quickly. So I had to put it out there as an ebook for 99 cents. And there were those that was like, I can't believe you're selling it at 99 cents. But what they did not understand is the big picture and the strategy. Everybody's not going to understand. Everybody can't go with you with a minute to this. But then within a year's time, it went from 99 cents to $27, because I then knew who my customer was, who was not going to give me pushback, who was going to implement the answers, who was going to respect the credibility, who was going to respect the answers and put them into action. And then at $27, I sold out everywhere I went, because I was at the level of credibility and at the level of value. How did I do that? Because on my way from 99 cents to $27, I pushed that button, I live streamed, I put out those answers, I tested those answers and so forth. All right, I said 9 minutes or less with about 20 seconds left. That's your answer for the day. Go live. It's two types of people, those who live stream and those who don't. You don't have to do it publicly, but make sure you get it done. Create a list, create a limited audience if you must, but you must push that button and talk to your customer. On that note, that's your answer for the day right here at 9 minutes or less. I'm Yolanda at Dryerbuzz. Guess what? I'll be back for the next 26 days. So if you catching this as just one, there's 27 answers out there. You better go get them right now at 27 Answers by Dryerbuzz.